The Land of Birthdays. The children talked about nothing else but the faraway tree and its strange folk for days after their adventure. Bessie said they must certainly keep their promise to take Toffee to Moonface.
Promises must never be broken. I will make some toffee if Mother will let me have some treacle. Then when it's done, we can take it to Moonface.
Mother said they could make toffee, so on Wednesday, Bessie set to work. She put it into a paper bag and they all set off for the Enchanted Wood. Whisher, whisher, whisher went the leaves as the children walked as quickly as they could to the faraway tree. And up they climbed as fast as they could. Up and up they went. They came to Silky's house and called out to her.
We're taking toffees to Moonface as we promised. Would you like one?
Silky took one and warned them,
Look out for Mother Washalot's washing up water again then. Come and see me on the way back. Mr. Saucepan is coming to tea.
The children went on up. They passed Mr. What's-his-name, still fast asleep, and dodged quickly behind a branch when they heard Dame Washalot's water coming sloshing down. At last they came to the top and knocked on Moonface's yellow door.
Come in,
yelled a voice, and in they went.
Did you bring the toffee you owe me?
Joe handed him the bag.
Yes, there's a lot there, Mr. Moonface.
Moonface looked into the bag with delight.
What lovely toffee.
We're going back to see Silky. She's got Mr. Saucepan going there for tea and she's asked us to join them.
We want to meet Mr. Saucepan. Are you coming with us?
Answered Moonface, quite unable to speak properly for his teeth were all stuck together with toffee. The children laughed.
We're going down now,
said Joe as he led the way down to Silky's house. But when they got near to Silky's house, they heard a very curious noise indeed. It was a sound of crashings and bangings and clatterings and clangings. The children were quite alarmed. They peeped into Silky's house, and there they saw the strangest little man they'd ever seen, dancing the strangest dance. He had saucepans and kettles hung all over him. He wore a saucepan for a hat, and he crashed two saucepans together as he danced.
Do you think he's dangerous?
Asked Joe in a whisper. Fanny smiled.
I don't think he's dangerous. He's got quite a kind face. Let's tap at the window,
said Bessie. So she tapped loudly. He stopped dancing and went to the door. Bessie said,
We've come for tea.
The Saucepan Man looked surprised.
Come for a bee? I didn't know Silky kept bees.
Not bees, tea. Come for tea.
Oh, tea! Why didn't you say so before? Then I should have understood.
I did say it before.
What? Shut the door? I didn't open it. Just give it a push.
He can't hear very well. He must be deaf.
No, I'm not.
Said the Saucepan Man, hearing perfectly all of a sudden.
Not a bit deaf. Only sometimes when my saucepans have been crashing round me rather a lot, I get noises in my ears, but I'm not deaf.
I'm glad of that,
said Joe politely. The Saucepan Man looked around.
Cat? No, I haven't got a cat. I don't encourage cats. I shall look around for that cat. Pass.
Just at that moment, Silky came into the room with a great big steaming green teapot.
Oh, you met each other,
she said, pouring out 5 cups of tea.
Met my brother?
Said the Saucepan Man, hearing all wrong again.
Still the same silly old Saucepan Man, said Silky, putting a lump of sugar in his cup. I said you have met each other. Now drink up your tea while it's hot.
I haven't lost a pot,
said the Saucepan Man.
Let's all have a nice cup of tea.
So they all sat round and drank tea and talked, and sometimes the children laughed till they cried because the Saucepan Man really was very funny. Then Moonface looked in to say hello, and Mother Washalot poked her head through the door for a moment. Even Mr. What's-his-name started to say hello, but fell asleep and began to snore.
Will you come to tea again tomorrow?
Asked Silky. Bessie shook her head.
Not tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. I expect I shall have tea with Mother and Father at home.
Tea alone?
Asked the Saucepan Man.
On your birthday? No, you must come here if it's your birthday, mustn't you, everybody?
And everybody agreed.
Oh,
Definitely.
Then Silky suddenly clapped her hands.
I know. Tomorrow the land of birthdays comes to the top of the faraway tree, and anyone who has a birthday can go there and give the most wonderful party to all their friends. That would be wonderful. Last time the birthday land came, nobody had a birthday, so we couldn't go. But this time we can, because Bessie can ask us all.
Bessie exclaimed.
Oh, yes, I would like that.
Moonface joined in.
We'll tell everyone in the tree, and Mr. Whiskers and the brownies too. You'd like everyone to go, wouldn't you, Bessie?
Of course, Bessie was delighted, and Silky sounded very pleased too.
You'll find everything you want up in the birthday land. Aren't we lucky to have someone with a birthday just as the birthday land comes along?
And everyone was very happy. But Fanny reminded them.
We shall have to ask Mother if it's all right. I do hope she lets us go.
Then the children thanked Silky for the tea, said goodbye to their friends, and slid back down the tree on Moonface's slippery slope. Mother said she didn't mind them going to Birthday Land, so the next day they set off again to the Enchanted Wood. Wisha, 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 whispered the trees. We wish you a happy birthday, they seemed to be saying. Bessie laughed. It was fun to have a birthday. When they came to the faraway tree, how marvellous it looked. The folk of the tree had decked it with flags, and it looked simply lovely.
Ooh, I do feel happy.
Said Bessie. They were just about to begin to climb the tree when Dame Washalot's big washing basket came bumping down on the end of a rope for the children to get into. They all got in and went up the tree at an astonishing rate.
Many happy returns of the day,
said everyone when they got to the top. Moonface was waiting there for them.
Everybody is ready to go. The brownies are just below us. Where's Saucepan? Hi, Saucepan, where have you got to?
Mr. Whiskers appeared out of Moonface's house looking quite worried.
He stepped into the slippery slope by mistake and went down the slide with an awful noise. I expect he's at the bottom now.
Moonface was a little bit annoyed.
Good gracious, just like silly old Saucepan. We better let down the washing basket for him or he'll never get up again.
So down went the basket again, and old Saucepan got into it and came up with a clatter of saucepans and kettles.
Now, are we really all ready? Silky, what's his name? Saucepan, Dame Washalot, Mr. Whiskers, the brownies?
Oh, what a lovely lot of people are coming.
Cried Bessie, seeing all the brownies and tree folk on the branches.
Come along, then,
called Moonface, and he led the way up the ladder. Up he went, popped his head above to make quite sure that the land of birthdays was there, and then jumped straight into it. Everyone climbed up and Moonface peered down.
That's all, I think. Oh, no. There's someone else. Whoever is it? I thought we were all here.
Oh, look! It's my clock!
Exclaimed Silky. Sure enough it was. It rang out indignantly as it climbed up on its feet.
Go carefully up the ladder. You weren't really asked, you know.
But Bessie said,
Oh, I'd love to have your clock to my party, Silky. Come along, clock.
And the clock rang out, very pleased, and managed to get up the ladder. The land of birthdays was simply beautiful. To begin with, there was always birthday weather there. Brilliant sunshine, blue sky, and a nice little breeze. The trees were always green, and there were daisies and buttercups growing in the fields.
Oh, it's lovely! It's lovely!
Cried Bessie, dancing round. Then everyone went into a very pretty house. It was full of cupboards, and in the cupboards were the most wonderful dresses you could think of. They all dressed up, and really they did look good. And then they played all sorts of games. Suddenly a bell rang, and Moonface called out,
Tea! Birthday tea! Come on, everyone!
He rushed to a long, long table set out in the field, but to Bessie's great disappointment, there was no food on the table at all. Only just empty plates, cups and glasses.
Don't look so upset. You've got to wish your own tea,
whispered Silky. Bessie was delighted. Wish her own tea. Oh, that would be the best fun in the world. Moonface called,
Don't wish for bread and butter. Wish for orange jelly. I like that.
Wish for strawberries and cream.
cried Fanny, who, as you may guess, liked strawberries and cream.
I wish for strawberries and cream.
Said Bessie, and an enormous dish of strawberries appeared with a large jug of cream beside it.
And I wish for chocolate biscuits too, and iced lemonade, and chocolate mousse, and treacle tart, and strawberry ice cream, and...
Fruit salad!
Yelled someone.
Sausage rolls.
Cried Mr. What's-his-name.
Jam tart.
Begged Mr. Whiskers. And Silky's clock rang out in great excitement. Everyone laughed, and Joe said,
Don't wish for ding-dongs. We've got plenty of those as long as Silky's clock is here.
and the clock went on ringing, looking as happy as could be. Everyone began to eat, and what a wonderful tea it was. The strawberries and cream went almost at once, so Bessie had to wish for some more.
What about my birthday cake?
She asked Silky.
Do I wish for that too?
It will appear right in the middle of the table. It just comes. You watch.
Bessie watched. Something seemed to be forming in the middle of the table, a curious sort of mist hanging over it.
The birthday cake is coming!
Shouted Joe, and everyone watched. Gradually, a great cake shaped itself there. A wonderful cake with red, pink, white and yellow icing. All round were flowers made of sweets. On the top, 8 candles were burning because Bessie was 8 that day, and written in big sugar letters on the top was, Bessie, a very happy birthday. Bessie felt very proud. She had to cut the cake, of course, which was quite a difficult job, for there were so many people to cut it for. When everybody had a piece on their plate, Moonface announced,
Listen, everybody. This is a wishing cake. So wish, 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 and wish when you eat it, and your wish will come true.
The children stared at him with delight. What should they wish? Fanny was just holding her cake in her hand, thinking of a wish, when the old Saucepan Man upset everything. What do you think he did?